Hello, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Vincent.
We work full-time at Sound Affair playing with stamps all day, something we enjoy and we get paid for it. Now today we've done something slightly different than we've done before. We've gone for unissued stamps, or at least stamps that have been produced or withdrawn and so on for various reasons. Now I brought along this South African stamp. Now it looks like a pretty ordinary stamp. If you saw that in an album you wouldn't think twice about it. It was issued in 1987 for a set of stamps entitled the Bible Society of South Africa. Now this one, as soon as it was issued, there were lots of objections from different religious parties. Not really sure what the objections were, but before it was issued to the public, it was already sent out to numerous post offices around the Southern African region. So the head post office at Pretoria asked all the postmasters to return the stamps for destruction in Pretoria. But of course,
I wonder what happened.
Well, indeed, as with all things like this, some got out and ended up in the hands of collectors.
Yes.
It's still a scarce stamp. It doesn't turn up too often.
No, it doesn't.
But that's what I brought to the party today.
It's cool, isn't it? In fact, we both brought 20th century stamps.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my thing under the camera now. There we go. There's
gruesome.
A sinister pair of stamps. They were prepared to be as part of the Austrian 1946 Never Forget series, and these two went all the way to being properly produced, perforated on gum paper, ready to roll, but were not issued. I'm not surprised really. The subject matter is pretty gruesome. You've got the lightning strike of the SS symbol, and you've got the Hitler mask coming off the skeleton of the skull there. But the rest of the series does have some Nazi symbols in it. Austria was under Russian control at the time, and they objected to all sorts of things with the stamps. They started off with an overprint across the seized German Hitler stamps, and they didn't think the overprint was aggressive enough and obliterated enough of his face during the denazification of Austria, so they added bars to that overprint to obscure it even more. And these two stamps obviously failed whatever tests of denazification on something like a postage stamp. So we don't really have any official reason. It was a hell of a time. You read any books about Vienna in 1946, people were just doing the best they could with what they had, and these two stamps didn't make it. Extremely popular, very difficult stamps to get hold of, quite valuable, and real talking points, but not surprised they didn't get issued.
Were they the only values?
Yes.
They did.
Yeah. There were others. I think I'm not sure how long the Never Forget series was. It was reasonably long, maybe about 10 stamps. And these two, I mean, goodness knows how many earlier stamps didn't even make it to this level of production. But these two almost got issued by the look of it. The paper and the gum is exactly as the issued stamps.
Yes, they're well produced.
Yeah. And you can see why they capture the imagination now, like so many other postage stamps from that period with symbols on you really wouldn't want on anything else these days. And most Austrian collectors will be aware of these and would very much like them in their collection, just for completion's sake. Anyway, there we go, a couple of unissued stamps.
Thank you for joining us.
Cheers.
We'll have something equally, if not better, next week.
And add some comments below. Tell us what you think, and and be sure to say if you prefer the stamps I brought. Thanks.